Hello and welcome. Today we're going on a journey, not just across the globe, but into the very heart of what it means to be well. We'll be exploring food, wellness, and the way we live. But this isn't about the latest diet fad or a 10-step plan to a perfect life. This is about deep destination storytelling, about history, perspective, and finding a little bit of wisdom, and maybe a little humor along the way. Let's talk about food. Not recipes, not calorie counts, but identity. Have you ever noticed how food is so much more than just fuel? It's a story, a connection to our past, and a reflection of our culture. Take Italy, for example. When you sit down for a meal in a small trattoria in Tuscany, you're not just eating pasta. You're tasting a grandmother's love, generations of tradition passed down through hands dusted with flour. Each bite is a memory. It's the memory of Sunday lunches that stretch for hours, of lively conversations over a shared bottle of wine, of the specific soil that grew the tomatoes in your sauce. In Italy, food is a living archive of family and place. It's the taste of home, a visceral connection to roots that run deep into the earth. It's not about being fancy. It's about being authentic. The simplest dish, made with care and fresh ingredients, can hold more emotional weight than the most elaborate gourmet creation. Now let's travel east to Japan. Here, the philosophy of food takes on a different, though equally profound, meaning. Food is longevity. It's a mindful practice, a pursuit of balance and harmony. Think of a traditional Japanese meal, the concept of ichiju sansai, one soup and three sides. It's not about piling your plate high. It's a carefully curated experience. There are a variety of colors, textures, and flavors, all designed to nourish the body and please the senses. It's about seasonality, eating what nature provides at its peak. This respect for ingredients extends to the way food is prepared and presented. It's an art form. This approach isn't just about physical health, it's about mental clarity. The act of eating becomes a moment of presence, a quiet meditation. In Japan, wellness isn't something you chase. It's something you cultivate meal by mindful meal. It's a daily commitment to balance. And the result is a culture renowned for its long and healthy lives. From there, our journey takes us to the vibrant landscapes of Peru. Here, food is history layered on a plate. Peruvian cuisine is a spectacular fusion, a testament to the country's complex and rich past. You can taste the ancient heritage of the Incas in the potatoes and quinoa, the staples that have sustained people in the Andes for thousands of years. Then you find the influence of the Spanish conquistadors, who introduced new ingredients and techniques. A dish like lomo saltado is a perfect example, a stir-fry of beef, onions, and tomatoes, served with both French fries and rice. It's a delicious conversation between Chinese and Peruvian cultures. Eating in Peru is like being an archaeologist of flavor. Every dish tells a story of migration, adaptation, and resilience. It's a celebration of a multicultural identity, expressed through the most universal language we have, food. What do these places, Italy, Japan, Peru, teach us? They show us that our relationship with food changes as we journey through life. When we're younger, food can sometimes be about performance. We eat to fit in, to try the trendiest thing, to post the most impressive picture. It can be a way of projecting an image. But as we get older, particularly after 40, a beautiful shift often happens. We begin to listen more closely to our own bodies. This isn't about restriction. In fact, it's the opposite. It's about freedom. It's the freedom to choose what truly nourishes us, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. We start to gravitate towards meals that give us energy, not a food coma. We find joy in simple, whole ingredients. We seek out places that invite us to slow down, to savor the moment instead of rushing through it. Think about that quiet cafe where the coffee is just right, or that farmer's market bursting with color and life. These places become sanctuaries. We're no longer just consuming. We're participating in an experience. This shift in how we eat is part of a larger realization. We start to understand that our bodies are not problems to be fixed. We're told to fight against aging, to correct our flaws. But travel, and the wisdom that comes with age, can offer a powerful antidote to this pressure. It teaches us a different perspective. We begin to see our bodies not as projects, but as homes. Homes that have carried us through life, that have housed our memories, our joys, our sorrows. And what do you do with a home you love? You care for it. You tend to it with kindness and respect. You nourish it. This is the true essence of wellness. It's not something you can buy in a bottle or a prepackaged program. Real, lasting wellness doesn't come in pills or powders. It comes from culture, from connecting with the world around us. But in our lives, balance between work and rest, between solitude and community, between activity and stillness. And most importantly, it comes from joy. It's the joy of a shared meal with loved ones. The joy of discovering a new flavor or a new perspective. The joy of simply being comfortable in your own skin. When we travel, we see this firsthand. We see people who live with a different rhythm. In many parts of the world, wellness isn't a separate category of life. It's woven into the very fabric of the everyday. It's the daily passeggiata in Italy, the evening stroll where the whole town comes out to connect. It's the vibrant music and dance in Peru that lifts the spirit. These are not wellness activities. They are just life. By observing these cultures, we don't need to move to Italy to enjoy a slow meal. We can create that space at our own dinner table. We don't need to go to a Japanese monastery to practice mindfulness. We can find it in the simple act of brewing a cup of tea. We don't need to fly to Peru to celebrate our history. We can cook a family recipe that connects us to our own heritage. The journey to wellness is not about a destination. It's about the way we travel through life. It's about trading the frantic pursuit of perfection for the gentle practice of self-care. It's about understanding that food is a source of pleasure and connection, not fear and anxiety. It's about embracing our bodies as cherished homes, not battlegrounds. And it's about opening ourselves up to the wisdom that the world has to offer. Finding joy and balance in the small, beautiful moments of everyday life. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey today. I hope it's given you some food for thought. If you enjoyed this conversation, please consider subscribing and joining our community. We have many more stories to share. Until next time, travel well, eat well, and be well.